Happy Thursday to you. It's April the 19th, 2018, and my name is Dr. Bomar. I'm your academic coach, and this is the countdown to finals. I'm sharing my top tips for preparing for finals this spring semester. So if you've missed my previous videos, please look those up. Today's tip is writing. You might have papers due in multiple classes. You might have a big paper due in one class and a couple of small papers due in other classes. You might have projects that require some kind of written component. So I'm going to talk about writing today. So if you have a major paper due, of course, the best time to start was last week. But if you haven't started, go ahead and start now, today. Don't procrastinate. Cancel all your other appointments. Forget your social life. Get to writing. Writing is not something you can cram. If you stay up the day before, the night before, and write, then your paper is going to look like that. Remember, your professors got their Ph.D. and got their academic credentials by writing. So your professors are writing nerds, and they're going to read your paper and know that you just threw it together. So your writing tip for me today is get started. Don't procrastinate, just get started. Write a little bit every day. I recommend that you write at least an hour every day if you have a paper due like Friday. So, if today's Monday, if today were Monday and your paper was due on Friday, I recommend that you start writing an hour every day, at least an hour. So get started, write a little bit every day, and go to sleep in between writing, because sleeping will help you connect the thoughts that you're having. Writing is an excellent exercise in looking at your thoughts, and you need to give yourself time in between first draft and second draft to make corrections, and so you can see what you're thinking. So write, sleep, and then write. Writing is a dialogue. You want to write and then have someone read it so that you can see if it makes sense. The other big thing about writing is go ahead and make an appointment at the writing center. Just stop resisting the writing center. This time of year, this close to the finals, you probably need an appointment. You probably won't be able to just walk in. So go ahead and make an appointment. You probably have to get online and register, and then make an appointment. So making an appointment at the writing center can make a difference, a whole letter grade difference. It could make the difference between a D and a C, or a C and a B, or a B and an A. So the writing center is so useful. The writing center, the people at the writing center, they're not going to write the paper for you, but they'll give you really good feedback. And it's helpful if you have a specific question, like, can you help me with APA format, or MLA format, or Turabian? So if you have a specific question. The other question would be, can you help me with transitions, or coherence, or structure of the paper? So ask very specific questions of what you need for the paper. Don't just throw them the paper and say, is it a good paper? Because that's not their role. The other thing about writing is talk to your professor. If you still have time to talk to your professor, go talk to your professor. By time, I mean if it's due tomorrow and you're just starting today, you don't have time to talk to your professor. But if it's due in about 4 days, 3-4 days, you still have time to talk to your professor. Go talk to your professor about your ideas. Ideas are what this paper is all about. Ideas are what your professor is wanting to pull out of you as you write. So talk to your professor about what you're thinking, what direction your paper is going, what sources you're using. What does the professor think about your thinking? What does the professor think about the thoughts you're having regarding the topic of this paper? So get to writing. My tip for today is write. Get to writing. Don't procrastinate. Get it done. Go to the writing center. Talk to the professor. Well, this is Dr. Bomar with my tips to preparing for finals and our countdown for finals. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.